Last time on Wanderful. My name is Celinda. This is a den of tiny thieves, is what they call it. This is Beeze. You see a file says, beaten and captured, possessions moved straight to storage. Under the same label that Beeze's sheet was on, you see just a empty bag listed under his possessions.
And then he's going to grab the chaos out of the air, and they will forge into short swords made of fire.
You light on fire as you bring your dual blades down into this kobold, and you rip through his chest. Just right behind this door is the acolyte lying on the table. You see the acolyte of the tide with his chest caved in, beaten to death.
I think he just starts fucking slamming the door and he just walks away.
It's dark. Darker than before. The room's cold black shifts to a maddening red. With this altered hue, you see him. A beacon. A symbol. The cause of your collective turmoil, stripped from you, without warning, without closure. This red fades away to an icy blue, and shivers run up your spine. Suddenly, just beside the body, you see figures move slightly into view. You look up and see 3 towering robed figures standing over the body. You only have a moment to see them before they all look up and see you. And with a snap, you wake up. Bon, you lay on the floor in the doorway to the office where the acolyte of the tide lay dead.
I don't know. I don't know what he would do. I feel like he's like thrown off by that. Like it was just like flashes, right? A vision. Can I see if I remember any of it? Like I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like you experienced this.
Oh, okay,
as
so I definitely.
And from your perspective, you experienced this as a passive participant. So you just watched this happen. What you were seeing in this vision was what you were seeing in front of you, but not. It felt like a dream, but like what just happened right after the last episode ended. So like it's not like you went to sleep in the doorway. No, yeah.
I like kind of shake my head holding the door after having just slammed the shit out of it, and I just open it again and I look in there. Is the body in there?
Yep. Everything looks exactly like it did when you were last in there.
I want to go inspect the body.
Yeah, okay. Give me an investigation roll.
Okay. Yeah, I got a flat 5 on that.
You got a flat
investigation.
5?
I was just trying to discern, like,
Yeah.
if I could tell, aside from the beatdown he took, if that's how he died or did something else happen since he's been here.
All you can tell is that he was beaten to death. In your vision you just had, all you saw was 3 robed figures standing over the body. No one moved until they looked up at you, and then you woke up.
I think Bond would kind of curse under his breath, looking at his face, and like look around the room for a minute, not sure what he's looking for, and then just walk out.
So you walk out as Carveth is leaving the storage room. Alandi, you're still in the boss's office. You said that you were going to root around in there, But before we get to that, Carveth, you meet Bon in the hallway.
I think he's just kind of like 1,000-yard stare, like kind of like doesn't even realize you're there right now. He's just kind of standing at the door after he just closed it.
Hey, Bon, was the acolyte in there?
Yeah. What? Yeah, he's dead.
He's dead?
He's dead. Yeah.
Are you okay?
I don't know. I came here thinking this isn't the time or the place. Let's go collect our brother.
Yeah. Let's get out of here.
All right, Jeremy, before they get to you, your investigation or whatever.
Yeah. So, one, I will totally acknowledge. Alande was mostly coming in here just as a distraction because of the whole ordeal of the ending thing. So he is going to investigate, but I doubt his heart's going to be in it. If that makes sense.
Absolutely.
So.
Well, why don't we give you disadvantage?
Yeah,
then?
That's kind of what I was like. I feel like I'm hurting myself, but also. Yeah.
No, that absolutely makes sense. That tracks.
Okay, I got a 17 and then a 4.
Okay.
So
you investigate this office, and kind of similar to the other office you saw. I mean, it's nicer for sure. It's bigger, but you're not really able to find much other than personal documents about the den. Nothing really of note. You are able to. I mean, if you choose, like, you don't have to investigate for this. You can take his weapons. Like, they look like they're not just a basic short sword.
I was just gonna say I would be walking back over to the big boss's body.
Yeah.
Jeremy, why don't you give me an Arcana check?
Okay. Yeah. 14. Wait, I'm an idiot. Hold on. 11. I looked at acrobatics because I'm dyslexic apparently. 11.
So you sense that the switchblade has some sort of magical quality to it. You can't quite pinpoint exactly what it is, but you sense that there might be something, something different about it. It's not just like a sword that switches into a stick.
Yeah. Wait, just to make sure I'm imagining, it's like pocket knife sized, right?
No, I said it's a big switchblade, so it's not like a two-handed like garden shears, but it is like it's long. It's
okay. Okay, yeah, got it. Okay, then
it's like it's more like a dagger than a knife.
Okay, got it. Okay, then I will pick that up. I'm assuming I'll be picking that up from the charred body and kind of
for sure.
And then I'm assuming that's when they walk up.
Did Alandi, did you find anything?
So I didn't find anything we really care about in the office, but
yeah, sorry, I kind of really messed that shit up with my whole if you're happy and you know it situation.
Oh no, listen, it's fine. Who cares? It's documentation about
He's dead, by the way.
The acolyte?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
No, like, I didn't do it.
Who else could have? We are the only ones.
That is a good question, and it's someone who's stronger than him, and he knocked us out. But yeah, I opened the door. He was there laying on a table, hole in his chest, I believe.
I mean, do you believe that it could be the guy we just murdered?
Quite possible, but I'm a little doubtful.
Can I? Should we look at the body? I don't.
I mean, I tried to
Well,
discern
hold
something.
on. My question. I don't know if I care anymore. He's
So-
dead. We have the map, yes? Carvet, you were able to get the map?
Yes, I do have the map.
But now that I have both of you here, after I was broken with the bad news, I guess, when I opened the door, I sort of blacked out and had this weird vision of dudes in robes hovering over him, and it wasn't like I was there, but I was there, and then they noticed that I was there, and then I woke up and I was like, oh, I'm still here, mad as fuck, gripping the door.
They were
What the hell is
hovering?
going on?
I think I hazy about it just because I was kind of in a fugue state. I just remember the room fading from red to blue, and then 3 figures in robes surrounding the body, and that's about it.
So, what kind of robes were they wearing? Like, was it his robes or?
You know, would I know that?
Yeah, so they were completely black from what you could tell. You couldn't tell any sort of insignias or any sort of descriptive anything. You could literally just see that it was 3 robed figures.
Were they hooded?
Yes. You couldn't tell gender, you couldn't tell
Yep, that's what I
race,
figured.
anything. Literally all you see is 3 robes hovering over this
That's
figure.
exactly
yes.
what I thought I saw. And I also repeat that. Nothing. Just robes. Just robes. They were floating. I believe it was an ad for a Snuggie commercial.
So this may be a bit of an unpopular opinion here, but like I said, I kind of don't give a shit as far as like him. Like I understand
Yeah, but like...
he's died under peculiar circumstances, and I am
For sure.
I'm not quite understanding why you're having a vision of what happened.
That's the part that also is bothering
Right.
me. It's like, why was this so important? Why? Was I meant to see him? You know?
I mean, you
like,
must have been, but
someone knows we were beefing and they took it from me and this was maybe a message? I don't know.
I mean, I kind of agree with Alandi. I mean, you know, we came here to get the map.
I'm less mad that I didn't get to put the knife in his back. I'm more upset that... You know, it's fine. This is not the time nor the place, because as I remember it, Celinda did say that this was not the entire crew that comes here, and we had a limited amount of time, so I think we should amscray, as
no,
they say.
that's a fair point, actually. While we were leaving, I found this cool knife the boss had, but I don't know what the fuck it is. I can just tell that it's not normal. And you both went to school. I assume they taught this, because I sure as shit didn't know it.
But of course, yes.
Yeah, let me get Arcana checks from the other 2 of you.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
You know, that's a 1, so I'm just kind of... I think that fits, because I feel like...
You're not here.
Yeah, unbeknownst to the 2 of them, I'm feeling a lot. And I'm kind of just like, cool, knife, can we go?
I got an 8.
I think it's very fitting that the most magical of the 3 of you is in this sort of fugue state, and just the other 2 of you can't quite figure out what it is, and Bond just isn't in the right headspace to be thinking about this. So, I mean, you can take it with you if you want. You can leave it if you want.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I mean...
I'm just gonna pocket it for now. Hopefully it doesn't explode in our bag.
Cool. So it explodes in your bag.
Oh
and
no!
Damn it.
Damn.
Okay, so y'all are gonna leave the den?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that we had said that she was waiting somewhere for us.
I believe they said they would meet you at, like, on the surface.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay,
cool.
cool.
Onward and upward.
We go to the surface.
We do that. The three of you make your way back up throughout the den without any sort of hiccups. I mean, if Celinda told you there was around 10 people here, I mean, y'all killed almost all of that. So, I mean, you know, so good on you, I guess. Lots of murder.
You
Rest
know?
in peace, hemorrhoid.
R.I.P.
Rip.
Gone but never forgotten.
Once back up to the surface, you find Celinda and Beeze hiding in the tree line just in case anyone were to approach. And it's safe to assume, just based off of knowing who Celinda is vaguely, that she would have known a safe place to hide, so where the traps are, you know, those sorts of things. Celinda and Beeze is walking beside her, sort of limping. Like, Beeze has sort of come to, but is clearly still not in a good way, you know, per se. How'd everything go? Did you get everything taken care of that you needed to?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a fucking long story. Let's just get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. B is good to see you.
Beeze nods and a sort of reverence. They don't say anything, but you can get a sort of appreciation.
Absolutely returned. I
Yes.
would heal you, but you know, and I'm like clearly holding my side, but instead of blood, it just looks like stained from like rainwater almost at his side.
Yeah. So,
Are you just
Celinda...
a water balloon? Are you a sentient water balloon?
I'm a sentient cloud, thank you very much.
So, Celinda asks you, listen, fellas, I know I'm not in much of a position to ask more of you. You've done so much for us already, but would you please mind helping us, escorting us to the nearest town, just so that we can get out of this wood safe? I'll remind you, you're only like 20 minute walk out of Mordell.
Yeah.
Y'all can say no if you want, but I mean,
No.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I wouldn't be opposed to some travel companions.
Yeah, no, we can show him around the block. I need to not be social for a bit, so pardon me in saying, I'm glad to see you're well. I'm gonna lead the way, if you will. And he just kind of walks towards the edge of the woods.
You said Beeze was kind of limping?
yeah, Beeze is still struggling, not necessarily near death, but yeah.
Can I grab them? I mean, can I ask them, Beeze, would you like some assistance? And I'll ask them if they want me to carry them.
Apostrophe EM for anyone listening. M is good. I don't mind it.
Yeah.
I like apostrophe EM. It's great.
Beeze looks at you and puts their hand on your shoulder and shakes their head and just continues walking.
Okay.
I will say too, just to give further description of Beeze, Beeze does not come off as any sort of warrior or fighter or anything. They seem very frail is not quite what I want to say, because frail kind of denotes a weakness. While they are currently weak because they've been beaten to a pulp, they are more frail, as in, like, you know, kind of almost elderly.
Yeah.
You know,
And they got some sick muscles still.
it's kind of like a Master Roshi kind of thing going on.
Huge shoulders
Yes.
for no entire
yeah.
reason.
Yes.
Big stinky dick and
Handlebar
I'm just kidding.
mustache.
No.
Just kidding. Anyway,
Gross.
so the five of you make your way through the Ironwood back towards Mordell, and you're met with no problems. You just walk straight on through
Cool.
to
We've
your
had enough
hometown.
problems.
Yeah.
Oh,
as
you've
we're-
had your fair share of problems. Y'all can take the reins on. Do y'all take them straight to the medical tent or the hospital, or I don't remember what I said it was, or do you take them like
hospital tent?
What do you do? Yeah, go ahead.
I think we all could use
Yes, no,
a good
we're
trip
definitely
to
going
the
to whatever
medical.
Oh,
dealer
no.
is.
Alande probably should, but Alande is going to immediately, like as soon as they get close to town, he's going to ask Carveth for the map.
Oh yeah. I mean, unless Carveth doesn't want to give it.
I mean, I'll give you the map, but don't you want to get looked at first?
No, listen, I'm prioritizing. I'm mostly okay, honestly. Like, other than this one cut, which is pretty deep, granted, you guys are way worse off than me. And I need to take that map to make some copies so that this doesn't happen again. And I feel like that, at least for me, is a much higher precedent. You know, the only clue to our family's disappearance. I can get myself checked later.
I mean, I would personally feel better if you got checked out first, but I mean, I understand this is the first real clue that we've had, in a very long
Yes, we've
time.
clarified that. Yes.
And so I'm going to hand him the map and give him 200 gold.
Oh, sweet. Thanks, bro.
And do you mind selling this for me while you are waiting on the map to get made? And I'll give him all the jewelry I got from the storage.
Okay, yeah.
I don't in canon remember my mentor / teacher's name.
Same.
Brumhilda.
Brumhilda. Good. I was so close. I was like,
Man, I
Brumtilda.
had that ready.
I thought her name was Grumtilda, and I was
No,
like,
I wrote down a list of all of the characters
Okay,
that we've made
yeah.
so far.
I think he's,
Let me double. Oh no, it's Brumtilda. It was a combination of what I said and what you
Yes!
said.
Oh, we've done it. Brumtilda.
Did we flesh out what my guy,
We
my
didn't
mentor,
name them.
what
What-
his
yeah.
name was?
They're unnamed.
Yeah, I think if there's anywhere that I could get healing that isn't the hospital, it's the place I learned how to heal people. So I think he's going there for mostly to talk, but to definitely get patched up too. He
Yeah.
just kind of
Well,
he probably broke away from the group.
Cool. So let's then do a couple scenes.
Yeah.
Let's Bon. Let's do yours first.
So yeah, I think he just sort of walks into the temple, which is also attached to like the other section of the school with like Matt's part with the monks and everything. But he walks in through the temple and just kind of sits at like the very front, sort of like it's like a circular pew thing. I think it's like more
Yeah.
rounded, and like it's like some steps down into like a little seating arrangement. And he just kind of sits.
So you're sitting there, down bad in your feels,
He's pissed.
and Brumtilda walks by, just minding her own business, and she sees you and says,
And I'm beat up. I'm still beat up. I haven't patched up or anything.
Bon, what happened? Are you okay?
You know, I physically no, I guess. Seen better days.
Clearly.
I got strung along by revenge. And I don't feel good or resolved. And I don't know that there's anything I can do to fix that. And that makes me, well, it makes me angry.
Oh, Bon. Revenge is... Well, she's a cruel bitch. Because revenge, honestly, is kind of one of our most basic instincts.
As she's saying that, I pull out of my priest pouch some incense and light them and place them in the little altar in front of us.
When we're wronged, it's one of our first thoughts to want to correct it, to do wrong back, to give someone what they've given themselves.
True.
I guess no one can fault you for falling for her cruel tricks. Not to gender a concept.
Of course, but still. I don't feel bad for the feeling, right? This person hurt my family, stole from me. In some way, I guess it kickstarted us into doing what we've been wanting to do, but not really taking the steps to do. It's a lot to take in. I'm mostly just upset that I didn't even get to say anything to the person.
The lack of closure, I guess.
Yeah.
That's tough.
I don't know if anger is a bad thing, but I think it got me today.
I would suggest taking some time to really think about how we move forward, to rest, to heal, maybe say some Hail Marys or something. I don't...
What do we, speak to the wind or something?
Yeah, whatever our version...
It's Hail Aries.
Yeah,
Hail
man.
Aries? Well,
Hail
he's a storm thing. It's hail as in hail, and then air as in air.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. But yes,
I hate every part of that.
You know what?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go.
Strike that from the record.
Or you can do Kegels. It's your call.
I think this was a good talk. I might get patched up here and see about meeting up with my brothers soon enough. But thank you. I don't know that I'm resolved, but it's good to get that off my chest.
I'm always here if you need advice or help or what little I can offer.
There is one thing.
Yeah.
So the person's name, they were the Acolyte of the Tide. You know anything about that? I know I might have asked already and you probably don't, but...
The Acolyte of the Tide. No, that doesn't ring any bells, but...
Like, right as I was, witnessing them dead, I had this vision of robed figures. And they noticed me, so...
Well, and as I'm sure you know, an acolyte is someone who studies after a teaching or a person or something.
Right, some sort of belief.
I don't know what they were studying. I've never heard of whatever the tide is, but
would you have found in your studies that there's like some sort of higher being that, I don't know. These are heady questions.
This is very heady.
I should go.
What I will leave you with, while I don't know what this person is or believes, it feels like you're right now left with a lot of unanswered questions and unresolved feelings. I pray that you would try to keep your wits about you and not lose yourself in your emotion.
Of course.
I feel like just with the way things have been going for you in the last few days, it feels like you have a lot ahead of you. A lot of heartbreak, a lot of joy. I feel like you're in for it. To simplify it to its smallest form.
There's something out there. It was good chatting. Thank you again.
Of course.
And he just kind of bows to her and goes
and she
off
does to you.
Go get healed or bathe in some holy waters or something. I don't know what they do there to do that, but whatever will give him the juice.
So, Alandi, let's do you next. you said you want to. Tell me exactly what it is you want to do, and we'll figure that out.
Basically, my first priority is going to be to make copies of these maps. Ideally, I'd like to go to Gertie's general store, but I don't know.
Gertie was more of a weapon seller. Like,
damn it.
Or y'all got me saying she. Gertie's a man. I think I said that. Gertie's a man.
Working.
Gertie's store was more of a weaponry.
Got it. Okay, then I will. My goals are one to make. I want to make 4 copies of the map.
Okay.
And 2, I want to sell all those gems and then find out. I'm sure one of those 2 places would also be able to tell me what this dagger is that we got that none of us understood.
So here's what we're going to do. For you go to maybe one of the people you trust most in the village.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Jeremy. As you go to Elder Grumbo.
Yes.
No, run it back.
Why?
Hello, Alandi.
Oh, I said, does it, Jeremy?
Yeah, you did. I
didn't even realize I did. Dang. Oh, I'm glad you caught that. Okay. Hello, Alandi.
Elder
You're back so soon.
You beautiful bastard.
What? Why are you back so soon? You just left for your quest.
So I didn't realize this because we haven't gone questing before. We're apparently very good at it. We wiped out this thieves guild partially. It went very well. The acolyte son of a bitch is very dead, which is just terrific. We got the map back. I found a cool dagger. Things are really going. I don't want to say that I'm in a much better mood than when I left, because that would imply that you could even scale it. I'm in a terrific fucking mood. This has been
I'm
awesome.
glad to see it. I'm glad to have you in a good mood.
Absolutely.
What can I do for you?
Well, you see, could you make a copy of this? And I'd hold up the map.
Yeah, I can do that. And Elder Grumbo takes a look at the map, and he's known the 3 of you for basically your whole lives. I mean, more or less, not quite your whole lives, but more or less your whole lives. He's known the 3 of you, and he looks at the map and he just kind of sighs, and like he was so excited to see you, and not that he's like solemn or sad now, but he just is like kind of taking it. He's like, so this is the map you were talking about. It's just, man, Faye's been gone for so long. It didn't really feel like we'd ever really, you go for so long without hearing from somebody. You start to think that you never will. And he takes out a couple more. You said you want 4 copies, or do you want 3 copies, including the original?
No, I want
3
4,
and the original.
I want 5 total.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he takes out 4 pieces of parchment from his office, and he sets them all onto his table, and he puts his hands over it and starts mumbling to himself as the map is transferred onto each of the other pieces of parchment. So he makes you these copies and hands them to you. Will this do for you?
Before he even kind of says anything, it only just occurred to him that, like, this is... Would it be accurate to say that this guy is, to some extent, like, our father figure?
Grandpa.
To some extent. I was picturing more of a grandpa.
Grandpa.
Well, that's what I'm saying is, since our parents are missing, then our grandpa would be the closest to...
Yes. Yeah, I definitely see that. It's not like y'all ever lived with him or anything, but he definitely would have taken on some sort of like fathering figure.
Grandpa.
At that, like, as soon as he's kind of handed the maps and everything, and he's looking at them, and Alandi's like thinking about everything they need to finally find his mom, or their mom, I should say, is here. And then it's just kind of hitting him now that he's looking at the map that he will probably not see this town for a very long time. Mm-hmm. And so he's just gonna look up at Elder Grumbo and just give me a hug, old man, and like,
oh, okay, let's go. That's what he says, and it's kind of weird how excited he is, but it's not.
Oh, because grandpas love hugs. Everyone knows that.
Aww.
I'm gonna find her.
I hope you do. I'd love to see her once more if I can before I go.
Don't you die while I'm gone.
Oh, I don't think I'm going anywhere.
I'll be pissed.
And then didn't you say you found some sort of weird like knife or what did you say?
Oh yeah, I found a cool deck. Oh, is that something I figured out I would take it to a shop, but could you look at it?
I mean, I could take a look. I mean, I've been around the block. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair. So he pulls it out of his bag and is like, "We found this on a guy, a baddie. Its details are irrelevant. What's it do? We couldn't figure it out."
Elder Grumbo takes this dagger from you, and in an instant, he goes, "Oh, I know what this is. This is actually really cool. This is."
Oh, I knew that. Go on.
So this is. I mean, I don't know what this is called other than just it's a switchblade, but this actually is. It whenever it's open, it's a knife, but whenever it's closed, it's a wand.
Oh.
That's game
cool.
speak. It is it's a switchblade that when it's open, it is a dagger, and when it's closed, it is a +1 magic wand.
Ooh.
So it gives +1 to your spellcasting modifier and all that good stuff.
Is it a +1 dagger too, or no?
Sure. For some reason, I didn't even cross my mind as to whether it should be a +1 dagger as well. Did I write anything like that?
That's fine. Okay, so it's just a +1 dagger / wand. That's cool.
Yeah, that's a nice little find.
That's awesome and useless to me. Where would Bond like this?
I don't know how that works.
I'd be willing to bet Bond would love it.
I'll give it to Bond.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe Bond can owe you one. Or knowing your brothers, I don't know how that's gonna go, but
oh, listen, I'll keep a tally.
Smart, you got to. Can I do anything else for you?
Just keep being old and beautiful.
You know I will. I actually do have. It's actually funny that you boys came back. I have something I kind of wish I'd given you before you left the first time. And he hands you 3 stones of far speech, and they're basically like walkie-talkie telephones. And he tells you that's one for all 3 of you boys, and I've got one here back home if you ever need, anything. If you ever need to, a little piece of home, or if any advice.
I'm so excited.
If you're on the road and you really need to talk to me or retired Captain Jim, or if Bond needs to talk to Broomtilda, or Carveth needs Gertie or whatever.
This is a very good idea. That I do wish you would have given this to us. Or I didn't know we had this kind of thing.
Is his master named Gertie?
No, Gertie's the blacksmith.
Yeah,
no, that's the weapons guy.
It's just the only person that Carveth has interacted from the hometown other than him. I'm looking forward to hearing all about your adventures.
Can I canonically call them Wanderphones?
Wanderphones? Sure. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like that. I'm going to write that down.
Wanderphone. You're welcome. TM. You owe me thousands of dollars. TM.
All right, then Alande's gonna give him one more hug, and he's gonna dip out to go sell the gems and shit.
You go to the Pinto Market to find a shop that might be interested in buying some jewelry. And you meet. Who do you meet? You go to the jewelry store.
I take you to the candy shop.
And yeah, you go to the jewelry store and you meet
Gertie.
you meet
Greg. Hey, there it is, Greg. It's Greg. It's totally different.
You meet you go to the jewelry store and you meet Greg. What can I do for you? Greg isn't someone that you're super familiar with. I'm sure y'all have like seen each other around, but it's not like someone you're necessarily friends with.
I picture the guy that doesn't talk, who's one of the blacksmiths and reincarnated as a slime.
Oh. What a specific reference, Kyle. Jesus.
Hey, I just wanted an excuse to do that. And reference the peanut butter baby in another episode.
That's fair.
Yes! Love that baby.
All right.
Hey, Greg, how's it going? I have some gems, and I hear that you are in the market.
I'm always open and looking for what other people can find. This just turned into Buzz with Dagger. Or Throm, any of them.
God, can I just say, your voice is making me feel feelings I didn't know I could feel.
Thank you. I get that a lot.
Show me the gems, dummy.
Show me the gems, dummy.
I'm going to pull out all the gems, which to be clear, Carvet didn't tell me anything, so I have no fucking idea how valuable these gems are. I was just handed gems.
For sure. Interesting. I mean, none of this is anything like super valuable or interesting, but I mean, I'll buy it off of you for, I don't know, 25 gold pieces.
Haggle him.
25 seems reasonable enough. I'm not terribly attached to these gems, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, they're really not anything super special.
Yeah.
He's gonna flip these bitches for 75 gold.
So you can add 25 gold pieces to your inventory. And he takes the gems and sets them in a bin next to him marked 40 gold pieces.
It's fine.
Hey.
Hey, you gotta make a profit. It's business.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
You gotta do the Pawn Stars thing.
I don't want capitalism in my D&D.
It's only in Mordell. Mordell is a capitalist nightmare.
That's why we've got to get out of here.
Wow.
Hey everybody, it's me, Tyler DeSoto, your DM. I just thought I'd step in here for a moment to let you all know a few things. First, I want to thank Landon Gray for writing our theme music. We love it, and Landon has some awesome stuff that you could check out on his Instagram at create_lag. That's _8_lag. I also want to thank Jayla Jones for all of our artwork. She did an awesome job with not only our album art, but also designing each of the guys' characters. You can see that on our Instagram, and you can find more of Jayla's work on her Instagram at JaylaMadeJones or on her portfolio site, jaylajones.squarespace.com. You can find us on Instagram and Twitter at WanderfulPod, and if you tweet using the hashtag WanderfulPod, then we may use your name in the show, whether it be naming a character after you or something like that. If you have any items that you'd like to suggest for me to sell to the players, then you can send them to our email at wanderfulpod@gmail.com. They can be funny, serious, or whatever you think would be interesting. Also, don't forget to leave us a review on iTunes, or whatever platform you're listening on. That's one of the best things that you can do to help us grow. The other is obviously to share. If you're enjoying the show, tell your friends, your D&D group, your mom, the pizza guy, whoever feels right. Anyway, we appreciate you taking the time to listen to our nonsense. Let's get back to the show. Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
Carveth.
Yes.
Were you, I mean, you can do something else if you want, but were you planning on escorting Celinda and Beeze somewhere? Just because you didn't say what you wanted to...
So, yeah, I would imagine that we would all go get patched up first. At our house, do we have like a spare room or something, or is it just...
there'd be a place you can set up for someone else.
So I just asked them if they wanted to hang out for a while, because I do have to go do something. So yeah, I'm going to head over to the my mentor's grave, and actually before I do that, I'm gonna do some Tai Chi.
Yeah.
What a twist.
Roll for Tai Chi. Just kidding.
Roll for Tai Chi.
I'm just kidding.
Hold on. No, everything stopped. Matt, you in real life to describe to me what Tai Chi is.
Yes. Oh, good idea.
Yeah, so basically he's just working on slow movements. He's just working on flexibility, and it's kind of focusing on, spirituality. So he's really trying to, go through what's happened the past couple of days and get through it. And he's trying to focus on getting all of the negative energy out.
Cool. So you do your Tai Chi, and you really bring yourself down. Not in a negative way, in a you cool yourself down, I should say, because
like I'm centered.
You center yourself. That's the one.
Your Tai feels really very cheat.
Yeah, you center yourself, and you're feeling like you're in a good spot.
You should.
You head over to the graveyard where your old master and mentor is buried to do some meditation. Do you have an idea for the name of your mentor?
It just says, "Here lies mentor."
Here lies Carveth's mentor.
Here lies old Tiffany.
Oh wow!
Gertie Senior.
I don't think I want to reveal that yet.
Okay.
Bum, bum, bum.
So you sit at the foot of your mentor's grave and meditate. Is there anything you want to say, or do you just meditate and then go about your day?
I'll just, I'll probably spend an hour, doing Tai Chi, and spend another hour meditating. Really just trying to center myself. And I'll slowly get up, and as I'm leaving, I'll gently brush the top of the gravestone, and then I'll say, until next time. And then I'll head back to the house.
Sweet. Love that. So, the three of you meet up with Celinda and Beeze at your house, and you are met with a surprisingly spry Beeze. Beeze is up and about, having a conversation with Celinda. This is the first time you've heard them speak. And I have to figure out a voice for this important character now. And the reason I just nodded earlier was because I didn't know what voice I wanted to do.
No, that's easy. I got you. Just, this is them talking. Bzzz.
No.
Oh my God.
I got you. Are you ready? I got the perfect voice for you. Are you ready?
The fucking... Oh my God! So much build up.
I don't know why I didn't think you were gonna do that.
I always have that sound on deck.
Oh my God, dude! Jesus Christ!
It's called Beeze for 12 damn hours.
Okay, so the three of you show up, and Celinda and Beeze are there, and Celinda says, "Oh, good, you're back."
Are we all together then?
All of you.
We're all there.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And we're healed back to full health, I would assume, I guess.
Yeah.
Considered a long rest, yeah?
Yeah, long rest. Long rest.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Shut up, Jeremy. Let me have this. And while I put my health back to 24, I
feel bad because I was actually I got hit one time that whole thing. I was at 20 health. I had most of my stuff still. I was fine, and you two were dying apparently.
Hey, look at you, actually walking without limping. I see, Beeze.
It's nice to formally meet the three of you, I suppose.
I guess it has been a day for you as well.
Honestly, yes. I don't even have any recollection of actually greeting the three of you. I sort of woke up by myself in that office, and then Celinda brought me up to the top.
Yeah, sure wish I could forget. Anyway, how are you doing, Celinda?
Oh, I'm just fine. I'm glad we're all here and safe, and we can move on from that ordeal.
What's the over-under on that Thieves Guild looking for our butts?
Well, I'd be willing to bet that with Guar being dead, that
Yes.
I don't foresee the clan sticking together. At least as a real unit. I'd be surprised if the last however many
Let me ask
remain.
you this second very important question, and I put a hand on her shoulder, and I'm going to need you to answer this with the utmost clarity of mind. Would Guar have a child who would seek vengeance on us that we should be worried about? Will there be a teen with skills greater than Guar's coming for us?
As far as I know, no.
Celinda? I need a definite answer, Celinda.
Well, so to be fair, we murdered any witnesses. Like, no one who saw us is currently
They
alive.
have that weird I'm linked with my parent because I came from their egg clutch. I
They
don't know
can
how
feel who
kobolds are
killed their
born.
parent in their bones.
It's
sounds
like
like some nonsense.
It's like a tinge in the back of your head. Like, if our parents are dead, we would have already known and been on the hunt for whoever did it. But they're not. They're just lost.
First of all, don't put that bad juju out there. And secondly, now you're making up magic and I don't like it.
Listen, who are you going to believe? The person with magic or you with no, well... And I
No,
kind of
you-
just, like, leave that where it is.
Just because you went to a proper school or whatever and I didn't, always acting better than me.
The school of burning people alive. I remember that school very well.
That sounds like a pretty good school.
So what's the plan for you now, Beeze?
It's funny that you should ask, because I have been thinking that first things first, I feel as though a reward is in order. Ooh. And Beeze pulls out their bag. So I don't know how much of my personal affects Celinda has shared with you, but I consider myself a bit of a traveling merchant, if you will.
Oh.
And I thought I should open up my services to the three of you. And we're going to have a shopping spree.
Yay!
So
That's
the
what
three
this
of you,
episode of shopping needed. More shopping. Fuck
Yep.
yes.
I'd like to imagine that it's like the beetle shop from Zelda.
That's what it
That's
was,
why
yeah.
that literally I said I accidentally, I shouldn't have said that I was picturing Beetle, because I was like, I wanted to create a shop.
All right, you were saying.
So you each should have 200 gold pieces from storage that Carveth gave you. And then I know a few of you have also had 50 gold pieces from the first episode. Mm-hmm. And then like Carveth has 5 extra gold pieces.
I also had
Alandi got 25 just now that y'all can distribute or he can keep. I don't really care.
Yeah.
I'm going to, in the Discord, I'm going to send a bunch of text.
Fuck yes, my favorite.
I love lines of text.
So it's got the item's name, then the person who sent it to me, the price, and then a description. What we've got is a shop filled with items submitted by friends and listeners to the show. So just to list off a few things we've got that are interesting. Davis Sutton sent in the Cloak of Steve. It grants advantage on charisma rolls, trying to convince others that you are no one of interest and just a normal guy named Steve. We've got the Persuasion Panties sent in by Callie DeSoto, who is my wife. It's black lace. It's a black lace thong that grants the wearer advantage on persuasion rolls.
Hell yeah.
And my personal favorite, just for the chaos of it all, was sent in by Micah Bush. It's a mystery box. It could be anything. You're going to roll a d12 and you'll get a random item on a list that I selected. There's some real good stuff in there, and there's some only kind of good stuff in there.
Ooh, I want to do... Ugh.
Once y'all have read through some...
I love some of these. This one's very good. I want to
Which one?
This. The really cool rock is my favorite.
was
It's
just
only
reading
75 gold. A really cool rock. Throw it into a room. Everybody is distracted by it so much so that they fight over it. If hostile against you, they must make a DC 14 wisdom save. I like that a lot.
Thanks. I came up with that one.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm looking at all these. These are incredible. And they're funny. Like, I'm looking for one for a funny thing and then one for, like, secret sneakies. Also, do remember, and I wrote it down in my inventory, I still have mystery janitor bottle that I don't know if
I forgot about that.
It might be flammable. Who knows?
Yeah, and I will say too, some of these don't have like a description of the rule or how it would work in the game. For those, I kind of picture just like, if you can find a way to use it, cool.
I think I know what I want to purchase. I would like to purchase the Pocket Sand by Luke Edwards. Temporarily knock out an enemy if not hostile. If hostile, they make a DC 14 Constitution save. And then my second item that I would like... I think I can afford the mystery box as well if I take away 75. Let me see. Oh, I'm so worried.
That's $250 if you want both of those.
Yes, I have 258. Hell yeah. So yeah, and I'm going to also get a mystery box as well.
All right. We will resolve that after we have finished shopping.
Yeah.
Another really fun one to give an example of the how I had said if it doesn't specify what it does. Sent in by Ben Brown, Grand Elf's Pipe. It's a copyright safe pipe that a color-changing wizard once used. It blows smoke in whatever shape you desire.
Hell yeah, dude.
We all know what wizard I'm talking about.
So I think Alande is going to want to grab the...
Oh, I should say, you also could purchase normal D&D shop items like potions and whatnot, but, you know.
Nah.
Yeah.
Alande's going to grab the 4-leaf clover. Reroll any ones rolled on skill checks, attacks, or saves. The next roll must be used, even if it is a 1.
Yeah, it grants you halfling's luck.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it's just like a held item that gives you, which is that a feat or is that just like a trait or
it's a racial trait?
A racial trait, yeah. So it basically just grants you that racial trait.
Got it. Did anyone get the really cool rock yet?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, I'm gonna get the really cool rock.
All right.
And then some change liquors.
Yes.
Some change liquors? Care to explain what that is?
So a change liquor, enchanted candy that never runs out and changes flavors throughout consumption.
Cool. I'm sure you can find a use somehow for that. So how much money are you leaving yourself with?
So it was 150 for the 2 magical items. I want at least 10 change liquors. So I'm gonna have like $30 left.
Cool. So you got a bunch of candy.
Fuck yes.
Wait, the change liquors? They don't run out. Why would you need 10 of them?
Well, because I'm not going to share the candy between people. Like, I have my change liquor, and then I'm not going to pull a change liquor out of my mouth and give it to somebody like a fucking psychopath.
That makes sense.
I mean, that would be really fucking funny.
The change liquors also were sent in by Ben Brown.
Oh, lovely. Thank you, Ben.
Okay, I think... god dang.
Tough.
Yeah, this is tough. I mean, there's so much good shit. These are great.
Thanks. I think it's a good list of stuff. I got some really good suggestions.
Wait, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
It just occurred to me that it might not be a single candy for 10 gold pieces, because that seems really expensive, even for a never-ending candy.
Yeah.
How much is in a bag of change liquors?
Yeah, I would say I would picture change liquors kind of like less than M&Ms. I mean, you'd probably get like, I don't know.
Okay, so I could just get one.
So, yeah, you don't have to buy 10 of them.
Okay. No, I'll just get 2 bags of change liquors, and then you
Cool.
can decide when they run out.
That's fine.
Yeah. And then I have way more money, so Matt, if you need extra money,
Oh, okay. So
because I've got 110
I
that you
think
can
I want
play with.
to grab the Cloak of Steve.
Yes.
Yes. So the Cloak of Steve grants advantage on charisma rolls, trying to convince others that you are no one of interest and just a normal guy named Steve.
Hell yeah. Okay, Carveth, that is 150. What else can I get for you?
Okay, so I have 105 left, and I really want to do the mystery box. So
Okay, me and you can go halfsies, or
Okay.
me and you can like halfsies one,
okay,
because I had 110 left,
okay, cool. So
and just
yeah,
we'll rock paper
Yeah.
scissors over who gets it once we know what it is.
okay,
I mean,
gotcha.
who knows? It might be something that one of
Yeah.
your characters might
Yeah.
it might make
Yeah.
sense for one of your
Yeah.
characters and not the other. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah,
Exactly. I'm not worried about it. Like, if my mystery box works for you guys, I'll definitely give it away.
All right, so let's resolve the mystery box. I'm really excited about
Yeah,
this.
2 mystery boxes. Make sure you know whose mystery box is what, because it super matters now.
Yes.
Yeah, grab a D12.
I think I have one. I have one here.
And pocket sand is good for 1 use.
Yes.
Ooh, okay, okay. I also rolled.
Higher isn't better. Like it's,
Yeah, no,
it's
I
not.
it's just
Yeah.
random.
So I got a 7.
And I rolled a 9.
Let's see.
We're unwrapping our mystery boxes with excitement. And
Okay. Carveth, you get.
I want this very important. Alandi is over Carveth as he's opening it, sucking on one of his new candies.
Oh,
Just-
nice.
Yeah, it's just like Christmas morning.
I don't think I said these are actual D&D items. So
Yeah.
Okay.
I looked for like real D&D items that lower level characters could get that would be really like enticing.
Oh, got it.
So Carveth, you get out of your mystery box bracers of archery. The description
okay.
says the bracers of archery are an uncommon item that will give whoever is wearing them proficiency in short bows and long bows, and can gain +2 bonus to damage rolls with their long or short bow.
Okay.
So you can add that to your inventory. You can read more about it later if
Cool.
you need. In Bon, you open up your mystery box and pull out an alchemy jug.
Ooh,
Oh.
okay.
The alchemy jug weighs 12 pounds at all times and always has a sloshing sound whether there is liquid in the jug or not. The players are able to use an action and name a liquid, and it is able to produce it. There are only certain liquids that it can make: acid, wine, basic potion, salt or fresh water, oil, mayo, vinegar, beer, and honey. In an adventure, it says, in an adventure, the players never know when they might need acid or honey.
Or mayo, apparently.
Fuck yes, man.
That is super cool.
How much is it? Is it a gallon of one of the liquids or whatever?
Let me see.
Or is it endless? Can I just
It
have
says
an
the
endless-
jug weighs 12 pounds at all times. It doesn't say, on the page I'm on at least, doesn't say how much it does, but I'm sure it says elsewhere.
I do like the idea that the character who had a mystery liquid then got a jug of more mystery liquid.
I didn't even think about that.
The juice keeps on juicing,
He
baby.
just fucking pours it in there and it's like adding to the collection of juices.
Yeah.
It's my ganga.
All right. Uh-huh.
Would Alandi do better with the bracers?
So what the description that the website I was using gave is that it's not necessarily better, like, or worse to give someone who's already good at archery the bracers. Like, someone who isn't necessarily good at archery could benefit just as much because it gives you it gives you proficiency and gives you a +2 to damage.
Oh, so now
that's
you
kind of up to
can
y'all.
use bows.
Yeah.
Basically, like, if
Gotcha.
you didn't have proficiency in bows or bows able to use
Exactly.
I see.
So if you want that, I can go ahead and give you my I have the short bow, but I throw daggers and stuff as any kind of range. So I crazy don't need it. So I
Yeah.
can just give you all of my arrows and stuff.
Also,
yeah, that'd be great.
Are you giving me that wand switchblade?
Yes.
It's 1d6 plus your proficiency bonus for using if you're proficient in daggers. And then it gives +1 to your. It's +1 as a wand, so your spellcasting modifier.
Is it a strength or dex based situation?
It should be finesse, so you can use either.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Usually with like blades like that, you can use either.
Yeah. I've got one more thing for us if y'all are still good.
Yeah.
Heck yes.
So I don't know if you fellas are all shopped out, but I have one more special thing in mind. And
Alande's gonna go cooler than this rock, and while he's got a mouthful of the fucking candies, he's holding up his cool rock.
Beeze has a kind of a giddy look on their face, as
they turn into bees.
No, but maybe just as wild. Beeze turns around and walks over to the back wall of the room and places their hand as if they were reaching for a doorknob, and they open the wall as if they opened up a door, opening up a portal of sorts, and they walk through and leave the door open, presumably for the three of you to follow.
Yeah.
I guess we follow. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so the three of you follow Beeze through this portal, and you step into this bizarre room full of colorful books, I guess. I mean, they don't resemble
we're in a library.
any sort of...
I've seen a library before.
No, it's not. It's very similar to a library, but it doesn't make sense. It's so colorful and lots of drawings. You can't quite pick it. But on the wall beside you, you see a very familiar sight. You see a calendar. On this calendar, though, it says, and you can't quite make sense of it. It says July 6th, 1994. And that doesn't make any sense to you. Beeze turns to the three of you and says, no, this is a very special place to me. I can't quite... I stumbled across this through my journeys. Welcome to Blockbuster.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, Daphne's gonna be mad at me for laughing that loud so late at night.
Oh my god.
So, Beeze leads you into what we would know as a Blockbuster. But if you look out the windows, you don't see anything. Like, it's just, the windows are completely blacked out. There are other humans dressed funny in this store, just roaming around as if nothing's wrong. Dressed funny as in dressed like in 90s clothes. I mean,
oh my god.
No, my god.
And Beeze says to you, pretty trippy, right?
Is there something magical about this Blockbuster, or is it just a normal...
To us, we would recognize this as you were at a Blockbuster on the day July 6th, 1994. Why don't the three of you pick out a movie?
Really?
I want each of you to pick a movie that would have come out before July 6th,
Oh my God.
on or before July 6th, 1994.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Alande would definitely be drawn to the old westerns.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I need to bring up is obviously your characters would all they would have to go off of is the cover and what they could potentially read on the back about a movie and the names of the actors that would be on the cover. So, I would like for y'all to think, what might my character be drawn to just visually and what they can read on the box?
I think Bon walks up to the employees, and one of the employees, and he's like, I'm a bit Shell Shock. What is this blockbuster?
Oh, cool. The Highlander, right? Like, are you dressed like the Highlander? Are you guys like
Is that
fantasy
a warrior
nerds?
of your realm, or no?
Well,
I'm a
no, I mean not
cleric
quite, but
I'm a cleric of the Tempest.
I
was
has-
brought
has
here
the
by
Tempest come in?
Beeze.
Bee.
And I point.
You
and I
were
pointed
brought
at,
here by bees.
Yeah, and I point at them. I guess probably perusing some movies themselves because they're like super into this. And but what are these strange books? And he holds up. Well, he doesn't know it, but he holds up a copy of Jim Henson's The Labyrinth.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
There was like 3 or 4 movies that I was like, Kyle's either gonna pick Labyrinth, Dark Crystal, Little Shop of Horrors, or
I thought so hard about Little Shop of
dude,
Horrors.
that's the one I was like, Kyle's picking
because
this
I've been
one.
on a Little Shop of Horrors kick for a little bit, and that was the second pick. But when I was looking up movies from the '80s, boom, right at the top was Labyrinth, and I was like, hell yeah.
So, oh, cool. This is Labyrinth. This is a great one. David Bowie's in it, and David Bowie's like kind of kicks ass. I mean,
yes, he looks like a powerful magic user, and it seems a tale of a young girl looking for a lost family member. That is something that hits close to home for me.
cool. That's what movies are for, man.
What does it do? Will it unlock secrets or powers for me?
That's beautiful. And a tear rolls down his eye.
I've never experienced something like this, so I am excited for the new adventure.
You're in for a trip, man.
Alandi is grabbing a fistful of dollars, which was the first old western that starred Clint Eastwood as like the John
The man
Wells
with no
or whatever.
name.
Yeah. He's grabbing that because the cover of that looks awesome. And Alandi is all about it. Now, I, as a real human being, am going to have to watch this movie, so Alandi can make references to
Ooh,
it.
that's a good excuse to watch The Labyrinth again for the umpteenth time.
Carveth?
So Carveth is going to grab Blade Runner.
Blade Runner, hell yeah.
That would be so confusing to him, he's going to vomit.
Yes.
Yeah, he's going to see too much technology. His eyes are going to shoot out of his head.
Just the utter layers of confused nonsense.
He's going to see the lady with the 3 tits once, and he's going to
Nope,
die.
that's Total Recall.
Oops. I'm just thinking about ladies with 3 tits. That's just
Hey, I don't blame you, man.
Aren't we all?
So, Beeze comes up to you. Did you all find something that interests you?
Yes.
Very
I
much
believe
so.
so.
Why don't we take a sojourn back home and have ourselves a good old time? And they lead the 3 of you back to your home, where you have a good old movie night.
Oh, that's
we
sweet.
interrupted this adventure to fucking
Shop and have a movie
So
night.
okay, so I will tell you game wise, the mechanic here, which I will inform you of the results of at the beginning of the next episode, is each of the movies you picked is going to have some sort of game effect. So you pick up a new ability or a new something of the sort related to the movie. I have to come up with what that is. So like, if you had picked up, which this wouldn't be the case. If you had picked up Freaky Friday, you might get some sort of power related to switching bodies or switching minds with someone. Just as an example. So at the beginning of next episode, I'll have some new powers for you. So you guys just getting all decked out for your big
Hell yeah.
adventure.
Excited.
I'm about it.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed this 5th episode. We're doing this.
Bro,
We're doing that thing.
Funner and funner. It's funner. You know what? Whatever. I don't even care. Fuck my grammar.
Hey man, fuck your grammar. I hate it.
That's my favorite channel on YouTube. Fuck my grammar.
fuck my grandma. Okay, goodbye.
That's not on YouTube.
Wow.
That's the end of our
Jesus
show.
Christ.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Oh,
Bye.